The invasion of Earth was swift and merciless. The Vrax Imperium, a brutal empire of technologically advanced conquerors, had decided that humanity's growing influence in the galaxy posed a threat. They struck without warning, sending waves of orbital bombardments that reduced Earth's major cities to rubble. Humanity's forces fought back valiantly, but the enemy's superior technology and overwhelming numbers proved too much. Within weeks, Earth was declared pacified by the Vrax High Command. Their victory, however, was far from complete. Deep beneath the Antarctic ice sheet, buried within a glacial fortress unknown even to most humans, a secret facility stirred to life. Known only as Project Enoch, it was humanity's ultimate contingency plan, a relic of an era when Earth's survival seemed constantly threatened. The facility had been designed for one purpose: to ensure humanity could fight back even in the face of total annihilation. Within the facility were cryogenic chambers, each containing a soldier engineered to perfection. These weren't ordinary humans, they were super soldiers, created through decades of genetic engineering, cybernetic augmentation, and relentless training simulations. Enhanced strength, reflexes, and endurance were only the beginning. Their minds had been fused with advanced neural AI, making them capable of processing battlefield data in real time. But these warriors were not meant to be used lightly. They were humanity's last resort, activated only when all other hope was lost. When Earth's surface fell silent and the facility's AI detected no remaining human activity, Project Enoch initiated its revival protocol. The chambers began to hum as frost melted and systems rebooted. One by one, the super soldiers awoke, their breaths visible in the freezing air as they stepped out of their pods. Their leader, designated Commander Voss, reviewed the situation with cold precision. "Earth is lost," the AI stated, its voice devoid of emotion. "Surviving humanity, 0. Enemy forces present, Vrax Imperium occupation fleet. Priority objective, retaliation." Voss clenched his enhanced fists, the servos in his cybernetic limbs whirring softly. "Then we finish what the others started." Above the frozen wasteland, the Vrax occupation forces had turned Antarctica into a strategic base, unaware of the storm brewing beneath their feet. Massive walkers and patrol ships scanned the icy expanse, ensuring no remnants of human resistance could rise. They didn't notice the seismic tremors until it was too late. The ground cracked and heaved as a colossal armored door emerged from the glacier, steam and frost pouring into the frigid air. Alarms blared across the Vrax base as the super soldiers emerged, clad in dark, reinforced armor that seemed impervious to the cold. Their glowing visors reflected the crimson sky as they advanced, silent and methodical. The Vrax were quick to respond, sending hovercrafts and infantry units to intercept. But these soldiers were unlike anything the Imperium had faced before. Voss moved faster than their targeting systems could lock on, dismantling a squad of Vrax drones with a single, calculated motion. Another soldier, equipped with an energy gauntlet, sent shockwaves rippling through a column of walkers, toppling them like dominoes. The Vrax had underestimated humanity's resilience, and for the first time, their troops experienced fear. These warriors didn't just fight, they adapted. They analyzed enemy strategies in real time, exploiting every weakness. The snow turned red with alien blood as the super soldiers carved their way through the occupation forces. Word of the resistance spread quickly through the Vrax fleet. High Command dismissed the reports as exaggerations until the orbital base above Antarctica was destroyed in a coordinated assault. The surviving Vrax scrambled to contain the uprising, sending reinforcements to crush the humans before they could gain momentum. But the super soldiers were not fighting to survive, they were fighting for revenge. The battles escalated, each one more brutal than the last. The Vrax, for all their technology, could not match the relentless precision of the enhanced warriors. By the time reinforcements arrived, the super soldiers had already taken control of several key installations, turning the Vrax's own weapons against them. One particularly infamous battle took place at the Frostspire facility, a Vrax fortress buried in a mountain range. The Vrax believed it to be impenetrable, guarded by layers of automated defenses and elite troops. It fell in under an hour. The super soldiers' adaptability and teamwork were unmatched, and their sheer presence demoralized the defenders. As the weeks turned into months, the Vrax Imperium's hold on Earth began to crumble. The super soldiers launched strikes across the globe, dismantling supply lines, obliterating command centers, and rallying surviving resistance cells who had gone into hiding. The remnants of humanity, inspired by these giants of vengeance, began to fight back, using guerrilla tactics to aid the super soldiers in their relentless campaign. High Command, desperate to maintain control, ordered a full-scale retreat, declaring Earth a lost cause. The Vrax fleets left orbit, abandoning their forces on the surface to their fate. Humanity's Arctic soldiers, however, did not stop. They hunted down every last Vrax invader, ensuring that no one would ever threaten their home again. When the war finally ended, the super soldiers stood among the ruins of Earth, gazing at the desolation left in the wake of the invasion. They had fulfilled their purpose, but the cost was staggering. The planet was scarred, its people reduced to scattered survivors struggling to rebuild. Commander Voss stood on the edge of the Antarctic fortress, his glowing visor reflecting the rising sun. "We are all that's left," he said, his voice heavy with the weight of their losses. "But we are enough. Humanity will rise again." The other soldiers nodded in silent agreement. They were not just warriors, they were humanity's shield, its sword, and now its hope. In the months and years that followed, they worked alongside the survivors to rebuild Earth, ensuring that the mistakes of the past would not be repeated. The story of humanity's Arctic super soldiers became a legend, a tale whispered across the galaxy. To the Vrax Imperium, they were a warning never to underestimate Earth again. To humanity, they were a symbol of unyielding strength, a testament to the resilience of a species that refused to die. And to those who dared to challenge them, they were a promise. Humanity may fall, but it will always rise again. In the aftermath of the war, the super soldiers worked tirelessly to rebuild not only Earth's physical infrastructure, but also its fractured spirit. The survivors, scattered across the globe, looked to these enhanced warriors for leadership. They were not just humanity's avengers, they were its architects of a new future. The Arctic base became the heart of Earth's revival. Using the advanced technology and resources left behind by the Vrax, the super soldiers spearheaded efforts to restore life to the planet. Massive machines purified the air and water, while others began to cultivate vegetation in the most desolate of wastelands. What the Vrax had destroyed, humanity would rebuild, stronger and better. Yet, the soldiers themselves wrestled with their own purpose. They were created to protect humanity, but now, with the enemy gone and peace restored, they questioned what role they had to play in a world they were never truly a part of. Commander Voss addressed these doubts in one of the rare public speeches he gave. "We were made to ensure humanity's survival. That mission has not ended, it has only changed. We were the sword and shield in the war. Now, we will be the foundation on which humanity rises." Their dedication inspired the remaining humans to persevere. Refugees from distant colonies began to return to Earth, bringing with them remnants of technology, culture, and history that had been lost. Together, humanity rebuilt its cities, turning ruins into monuments of resilience. Meanwhile, the galaxy was not blind to the resurgence of Earth. The story of the Arctic super soldiers spread across the stars, carried by refugees, traders, and defectors from the Vrax Imperium. Other civilizations, once indifferent to humanity, now regarded them with both awe and caution. The Council of Galactic Species convened to discuss the implications of humanity's survival. Many feared the rise of a vengeful power, one that might seek to dominate the galaxy in retaliation. But humanity remained quiet. They sent no ambassadors, made no threats, and claimed no territories beyond their homeworld. Their silence spoke volumes, a quiet warning to those who might think to challenge them again. The Vrax Imperium, once the galaxy's most feared force, suffered greatly for their hubris. The loss of Earth had cost them not just resources but credibility. Internal rebellions began to fracture their empire as subordinate species questioned their leadership. The name Earth became a whispered threat, a reminder of the price of arrogance. Years passed and humanity flourished. The super soldiers, though revered as legends, began to fade from public view, retreating to their icy fortress. They recognized that their presence, while a source of inspiration, could also cast a shadow over the fragile rebuilding process. One day, a final transmission from Commander Voss was broadcast to the world. "We have completed our mission. The future is yours to shape. We will remain, but only as guardians in the shadows. Should humanity ever face extinction again, we will rise once more. Until that day, live, grow, and ensure that this sacrifice was not in vain." With that, the Arctic facility sealed itself once more, its towering doors vanishing beneath the ice. The soldiers entered a state of stasis, prepared to awaken only when humanity needed them most. Centuries later, the story of Earth's fall and resurgence became a cornerstone of galactic history. Humanity, though peaceful in its dealings, was regarded as an unshakable power, its resilience unmatched. Monuments on Earth commemorated the fallen, while the Arctic wastelands remained untouched, a sacred site preserved by generations who understood its significance. Historians and philosophers debated for years what made humanity so unique. Was it their adaptability, their capacity for sacrifice, or the indomitable spirit that refused to surrender, even in the face of annihilation? The answer remained elusive, but one truth was undeniable. Humanity had not just survived, they had ascended. And somewhere, deep beneath the Antarctic ice, the silent guardians waited. Ready, patient, watching over a galaxy that now knew better than to challenge the will of humanity.